everyone, happy Monday. Today we will be talking about why knowing your values are crucial for living a happy and fulfilled life. So values are one of my most favorite topics to talk about. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tori Hallowell, and I help young professionals who are feeling burnt out in their lives and don't know what to do. So like I mentioned, today we are talking about personal values. And this is something that until recently, I never really spent a lot of time thinking about or really recognizing in my own life. But it's crucial, it's huge. Every single time I have a client and we start off in a relationship and we start getting to work, one of the first things I do is have them define their top values and figure out what they are, and then we go from there. So you might be wondering, what are personal values? What are you talking about? So personal values, really, it's so simple. These are your personal principles by which you live by. This is the core of who you are, how you see, and how you interact with the world around you. And a lot of the people in your life might have similar values to you. That might be the common thread that kind of links you and joins you, but you might be living them and honoring them differently. And so our values really do bring us together, but they also make us individuals and make us unique to ourselves. So you might be wondering, okay, this sounds important. I want to know more about values. How do I figure out what my values are? If I were to ask you, give me 5 of your top values, you would probably stare at me blankly and be like, respect, maybe, integrity, maybe, I don't know. So until I started my coaching program a couple of years ago, a couple months ago, I didn't know what my values were. If you had asked me, I would have had no idea. But luckily for you, I have a great exercise right here. Let me show you real quick. Really simple. It's just a list of values, and as you can see, you just highlight them, and then you pick, so bad at this, your top 5 right there. So this is an example of an exercise you can use. Takes 5 to 10 minutes, give yourself a quiet space, go to work, highlight your favorite values. To get this free exercise, I'm going to post in the comment section a link to my PDF resource guide, which has the exercise right in it. All you have to do is Google Drive it, download it, print it, whatever you want, highlight it, hang it up so that you can see it. And this really helps you determine what are your top values and are you living them day to day? And how are you supporting them? How are you honoring them? So once you kind of figure out what your values are, some questions you want to ask yourself. Like, for example, think of the best day you've recently had. Hopefully it was over the weekend, where everything went well and you were just happy, you were living life, you were laughing, you were surrounded by your friends, maybe you were by yourself, whatever you're doing. Think about which of those values you just highlighted were being supported. Which ones were being honored on that day that you just felt totally happy and fulfilled. And then think about a day that you have struggled, or a rough day where you had to go home and glass of wine or crack open that beer just to decompress because you've had a rough day. I know we all have those days. Or when you just kind of woke up and you're like, oh, today's gonna be crappy, and I know it. When you think about those rough days, those hard, crappy days, maybe because of your boss, or you're fighting in your relationship, or you're just not feeling good or healthy or happy, think then, which of my values right now are being compromised? Which are being challenged? Which are being attacked? And that really helps you figure out, okay, if my top values are being compromised and challenged, then that's putting me on edge. That's making me feel crappy. That's my core principle, values and my principle, the insides of me. That's my moral compass that's being attacked. And when you're not living your values to the fullest, when they are being compromised, when they are being attacked, when they are being challenged day after day, especially in relationships and in your job or your workplace, that can lead to burnout. That can lead to feeling unfulfilled, and just kind of negative and down and stuck, right? And so really it is crucial to understand what your values are, to be able to identify them, and then to figure out steps to honor them, to make changes in your life where you are really supporting them and living them to the fullest. And I promise you, once you are able to highlight your values and to make changes to really support them and to know a little bit more about yourself, this is all self-reflection. This is learning about, self-discovery. Then you're gonna be able to make these really big changes in your life that are gonna create fulfilling long-term results. Now, I promised that I would share with you a couple of my personal values. And this, again, it's something that I didn't even know I really believed in or was huge or important to me until I did this exercise. So not surprisingly, one of my biggest values is balance. So I really need balance in my life. When I don't get enough sleep, when I don't get exercise, when I don't have friend time, if I work all the time, I get drained. I get grumpy real quick. And so balance is huge for me. And that is between, you know, taking care of my body, taking care mentally, meditation, sleeping. It's finding productive, creative work, purposeful work. It's spending time with my family and my friends. It's getting outside. Getting outside is huge for me. So balance is one of my top values. And in fact, I'm building a business around work-life balance and really helping young professionals create more balance in their life. That's how much I support and believe in this value. So another one of my values, a little bit less exciting, is efficiency, right? That's kind of random, but I am an incredibly efficient person. I like to-do lists. I like to be organized. I'm a big planner. And I noticed that because I'm so wrapped up in efficiency, you know, getting things done quickly and efficiently and well, and just boom, 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 when things take longer than I think they're going to, or when I get sidetracked, or when an obstacle I'm not anticipating gets in my way, I get impatient and I get frustrated. And this has happened my whole life. It actually came up in past relationships, and I had no idea why it was such a big deal. And it was because one of my values is efficiency. And in moments where I am frustrated and I'm impatient, it's because efficiency is being compromised and challenged. So balance and efficiency are two of my top values. And then another one I have is just friends and family. And I combine them. I know I'm cheating a little bit, but I work really hard to maintain relationships. And I've done this my whole life. I am that person who is going to text you. I'm going to send you motivational messages and cards in the mail. I try to figure out ways to see friends or meet up with them. I'm the one who's willing to drive. I make room and time in my life for my family. It's important that I live close to them. So friends and family, they're huge for me, and building those connections and maintaining those relationships, you know, month after month, year after year, is a huge priority for me in my life. And at first, you know, for a while, I felt some guilt around that, about kind of, you know, making it such a big priority in my life, until I realized, hey, where's this guilt coming from? And this is one of my top values. This is something that I get so much fulfillment and passion out of, and so much love, that, you know, now I am excited and proud that it's one of my top priorities. Okay, so to recap, values, they are crucial. They are so important. I cannot emphasize it enough to really figuring out how to live a purposeful, fulfilled, and happy life. And if you are feeling unfulfilled and lost, stuck, confused, just like, I don't know what's going on, I'm so frustrated in my life, I want to encourage you, take this 5 to 10 minutes, download my free resource guide, figure out your values, and let's figure out a way that you're compromising them and that you're letting them be attacked. And let's get you back on track to honoring them, supporting them, and living them to the fullest. And it will make big changes in your life. So I hope that you have learned something awesome today. I hope that this will help kickstart your week and your Monday. For those of you who don't know, like I mentioned, I did create a free PDF guide on ways to get unstuck in your life. And the link is going to be in the comment down below right after this video. So please click it and subscribe for my PDF. And I also want to mention, you know, if you have liked what I've shared today and in my other past videos, and you're looking for additional support and guidance and just some help, I just want to let you know that I do one-on-one personal coaching, life coaching, and I'm here to help you and to guide you and to support you. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about it and just feeling it out, there is no pressure. I'm going to also post my Work With Me page in the comments below. Just send me a message. Let me know what's on your mind, what you're struggling with, what you're going through, and we'll take it from there and see what we can do to get you back on track. So if you have liked this video, if you have learned something from it, then I encourage you to leave me a comment, leave me one of your top values, share this with a friend, have them leave their top values, and let's get this discussion, this dialogue going. And I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Monday at noon for my next live video. Until then, bye.